are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And yes, yesterday's episode was late. I didn't do it late. I scheduled it for the wrong time. I scheduled it for 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I accidentally did 9:15 p.m. And then I've been turning my phone off every night, so I'm not up all night scrolling through shit. And I haven't been turning it on till the afternoon or the late morning. But today I checked it a little bit earlier, and what do I see? The episode hadn't been released. But it's out there now, it's in the fucking world now. And tonight is a nice, relaxed Saturday fucking night. The house is quiet, everyone's asleep, it's late at night, and I can finally sit with my fucking thoughts for 10 minutes without someone fucking interrupting me. I'll tell you this right now. Here's some advice. Get your fucking pen and paper out now and start taking notes, because this is coming straight from the well, the wisdom well. If you're going to have a kid, make sure there's fucking family around. Make sure there's family around. You need someone to pick up some fucking slack, and you got to be very selective with what fucking family you want around as well. You don't want the pedophile uncle around, but you need someone, a mum, a grandma, an auntie. Notice how I'm saying all the females, a sister, a cousin, a female cousin, a niece, someone who is willing to put in a little bit of hard work. Take some fucking heat off the parents. So far it's been 6 or 7 weeks, just us, just me and my wife. There's no one else here. It gets hectic. And I tell you what, in a few more weeks, I'll be wishing there was a pedophile uncle around to give us a hand. When you have a kid, you have to have a support network around you. I'm not saying you can't do it without a support network. You definitely can. People have done it before. But it is so much fucking harder. What should happen is the whole family should get together. All the cousins, all the aunties, the grandparents, mum, dad, all that shit. And then you say, listen, we're going to have a kid. How much work are you guys going to put in? Auntie Christine, I heard you going on a cruise in December. Cancel it. We're going to need you once or twice a week. We're going to put you all on a rotating roster. Family isn't just about having the same blood. It's about how much you do for us. Genetics are meaningless if you're on the other side of the world and you can't change shitty nappies for me now. We are redefining family. You have to earn family now. It's like the blue tick on Twitter and Instagram. You've got to fucking earn it. You've got to put in your hours. You've got to take the heat off us. Now, who still wants to be part of the family? Uncle Craig, put your hand down. Who invited you here? Who invited Craig? I told you not to tell him. It's been a long fucking year. My family are fucking useless. Absolutely fucking useless. Half of them, you wouldn't even think about leaving your kid with them alone. Not because they're going to do anything necessarily, although that's not out of the question either. But also because there's massive potential that they won't even remember they've got the kid in the house. They will completely forget they have some sort of responsibility going on. And they're not even in Melbourne anyway. I have no family in Melbourne, and none of my friends have kids. And my friends, there's another group of people you wouldn't want to leave your kids with. My wife's family is the fucking best. There's like 400 aunties, cousins, sisters, friends, people lurking around the house. There's other kids everywhere, but that's in India, so it's no fucking help now. My wife's friend who just had a daughter a month before us, the one who found out her daughter's dad is actually married, that one, she's having a real hard time. Compared to her, we're just fucking cruising. She found out her baby's dad is married. Now, he isn't speaking to her at all. So that's completely off now. So she's just by herself struggling. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. We told her throughout the whole pregnancy. We're like, go back to India. Just go back. Get the first flight back to India because it's too fucking hard to do it by yourself. And she's like, this guy, he's great. He's going to be the best dad. He's already got 3 kids. And he's such a good dad to the 3 kids. And we're like, yeah. He's already got 3 kids, you psycho. His time is already divided. And then he's got to fit you in as well. Just get back to India. And she's like, nah, it's fine. Even if he's not there all the time, I'll just juggle the kid and working and doing a little bit of study. And we're like, are you out of your mind? Do you even know what the fuck's going on? Do you even know you're not going to sleep for the first 2 months? How are you going to juggle anything? Now she's having a nervous breakdown and can't get back to India for another 2 months because they're not even accepting visas till late December now. So now she's just stuck in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment with no car, no family, no help, no baby's dad, nothing. She came and stayed over here for a couple of nights, which was extra special for me. I loved it. So there were 2 baby girls screaming their heads off, crying. There was a 4-year-old running around smashing shit. And there were 2 exhausted-looking Indians breastfeeding on the couch most of the night. And somehow I got stuck making everyone everything. Even in the morning, this bitch comes out. I'm making a tea. I just have black tea. There's no fucking milk. There's nothing fancy. There's kettle, boiling water, and tea bag. That's it. And she comes in. I'm like, do you want anything? And she's like, I'll just have a coffee and maybe some cereal or something. And walks out. And I'm like, does she want me to make it? And I had to ask my wife. I'm like, she asked for a coffee and cereal. Does she want me to make it? And my wife's like, can I get a coffee too? And I'm like, we're going to India. Pack this shit up. Even if I have to kayak the family over there, we're going to India. So that's really all you need to know. Just have some family around to take the heat off you. If you're thinking about having kids, you need a fucking support network. Otherwise, it gets hard. I'm actually thinking about a vasectomy. An irreversible vasectomy. Maybe I'll just go trans. Maybe I'll just go celibate the rest of my life. I've quit everything else enjoyable. That would be the last thing. That's a final frontier for me. I have quit sex and jerking off. Wet dreams are allowable. Even in Buddhism, they're allowable. That's the loophole. Buddhist monks aren't allowed to jerk off or have sex, obviously. But there's a little bit of a loophole for wet dreams. That's probably what monks do all the time. They just lucid dream, get into the dream zone and just jerk off in their dreams. Haha, fuck you, Buddha. You can't see me now. Alright. That's it for me tonight. I'll see you the fuck later.